Hi. So I got a notification a couple weeks ago saying that this month of April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and it made me think, make a video. I have a previous video up about my Metoo experience. It was with an ex-boyfriend, but in that video, I didn't really know at the time if there's like a difference or whatever. I said in there like, Me Too and Time's Up is different, but it's not. My camera keeps falling. I was thinking that Time's Up is like where you don't get raped, and Me Too is where you do get raped. No, assault is assault. Any form of contact that you are not consenting is assault, and that is what happened to me on 2 occasions. And I already shared one, and that one wasn't really traumatic. It was more like I was mad at my boyfriend at the time because he should have known better, kind of thing. But this one really messed with me, and it still kind of does. Again, I was not raped, but I could have been. I almost was. This was 2 years ago during the summer. We went to a party. Me and my best friend at the time, we are no longer best friends. And her boyfriend at the time, and 2 of my best friends. They are still my best friends. We went to his place to have some drinks and then go to a party. Like, we were having a great time. And then one of my coworkers came. Like, we were having a good time. We all got really drunk. And my best friend at the time's boyfriend at the time was like, hey, let's have sex later. And she's like, yeah. And then she got too drunk and she didn't want to. So when we went back to his place, she's like, no, I don't feel like it. I'm not in the mood. And my 2 friends got really tired and they're like, we want to sleep. So he's like, yeah, you can sleep upstairs. There's a mattress here. So me and the girlfriend would sleep and I would be on the couch in the living room. So they were upstairs. We were all in the living room. They were on a mattress. I was on the couch. And she fell asleep right away. My friends got sick, so she fell asleep first. So she went upstairs. And then my other friend went up to basically take care of her, and they fell asleep. Me and her boyfriend started talking just a little bit, just like, oh, are you comfortable? Did you have fun tonight? Thanks for coming, whatever. I wasn't the biggest fan of him, but obviously she was my best friend, so I was nice. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just tired. Like, I work tomorrow at like 2. I would really like to sleep before I have to get up, go home, because he lived like all the way across the city. And he's like, yeah, sure. So I'm trying to sleep. And I feel him kiss me. And I just said like, well, I'm not okay with that. And he's like, okay, whatever. And then later he starts kind of playing with my hair and pulling my hair and kissing me again and saying, well, you are into this, right? And I'm like, no, I don't want this. I am really drunk, but I was saying no. Very clearly was saying no. And then he gets on top of me. And he's kissing me again, and then he starts playing with my boobs, or what's there. And he puts one of his hands down my pants and starts doing his thing and holding one arm down, like this, and my other arm was trying to push him off of me. And he started to pull out his thing, and then my best friend woke up and she started crying, so she thought that we were trying to hook up, and he starts freaking out because he just got caught. And so he goes outside to like scream or whatever he needed to do, and that was my chance to be like, no, it is not what you think. It is not what he's saying. Like, he just tried to rape me, and you need to listen to me. And she was like, oh yeah, I believe you. I told 3 other people, and they're all people who I trust. They, of course, are on my side, and they support me, and one of my friends was really tempted to go kick his teeth in, which I appreciate, but I said no. And the reason why we are not friends anymore is because me and the best friend, we're not friends really anymore, because he still tried to message me and want to hook up and finish where we left off. And I said, do you not remember where you tried to rape me? And he was like, no, you were into it, whatever, you just remember it differently. And I started to spiral. I was freaking out. And yeah, and then I was like, no, even if you didn't, like, you're my best friend's ex, like, no, like, what kind of person do you think I am? And he says, oh, well, she said I could try to have a go at you. That made me so mad, where I messaged her and I said, did you tell him that he can have a go? And she started calling me a fucking idiot, and that I should know what abuse is, and that I don't know what it is, that I should learn what rape is before I accuse someone of it. And I was basically throwing myself at him, and I just said yeah, because saying no and being to the point of almost crying, not being able to move because you're in shock, is definitely throwing myself at him. And she was just like, well, he has a girlfriend. I said, okay, but he's still messaging me. It's not my fault. It is not your fault. If you have been through something like that, it is not your fault. It doesn't matter on what you wear. It doesn't matter on how much you drink. If you say no or change your mind in the middle of what you're doing and they still keep going, that is assault. It was a traumatic time, and I'm still kind of going through it. I'm still going through it just from the, oh, how do I know this guy is real? Like, he's actually being nice. How do I know he is meaning what he's meaning? And it's kind of hard. That is my story, and it has made me stronger. It has made me realize who my real friends are, and who just wanted me there to be like their puppy, and who will be there for me in the long run, and I know who they are. I believe that things happen for a reason, and it might be a shitty thing that happens, but you'll find your reason. And I believe that my reason is she was not my best friend who I thought she was, and she has changed, and they broke up a couple months after that happened, and it's definitely not because of me, but she probably thinks so. It was a scary thing. I couldn't think straight. I'm fine. So that is my second Me Too experience. I thought just one would fuck me up. Nope. Let's throw in another. um, I hope you guys learned something or related to something, that you were not alone, and that is not your fault. And don't believe what other people say when they are saying, well, this person wouldn't do that to me. Okay, cool, but they did that to me. And the fact that you think that they wouldn't do that to you doesn't mean that that they wouldn't do it in general. That makes sense. Like, it doesn't mean that they love you more. It doesn't mean that they are the best person because they wouldn't do that to you. They did that to somebody else, and they are not acknowledging of what it really is. So I hope you learn something or related to something. I guess the last thing I have to say is me too, and time's up.